Your mindset is the quiet force that shapes everything you become. It's not loud, it doesn't announce itself, but it's there in every decision you make, every challenge you face, and every dream you either pursue or abandon. Most people live their entire lives without truly understanding this simple truth. The way you think determines the way you live. Your thoughts today are creating your reality tomorrow. This isn't philosophy, it's fact. Every successful person who has ever walked this earth discovered this secret and used it to transform their circumstances, no matter where they started. The beautiful thing about mindset is that it belongs to you completely. No one can take it from you. No one can control it but you. In a world where so much feels uncertain and beyond your control, your mindset remains your sanctuary, your power, your choice. When you truly grasp this, everything changes. You stop being a victim of your circumstances and start becoming the architect of your future. You begin to see that every obstacle is actually information, every failure is actually feedback, and every setback is actually a setup for something greater. This shift doesn't happen overnight, but it begins with a single moment of recognition. You are not stuck with the thoughts you've always had. Your brain is remarkably adaptable. Scientists call this neuroplasticity, but you can simply call it hope. Your mind can learn new patterns, develop new habits, and create new pathways. The thoughts that limit you today don't have to limit you tomorrow. Every time you consciously choose a better thought, you're literally rewiring your brain for success. Every time you replace "I can't" with "I'm learning," you're building new neural highways that lead to possibility instead of dead ends. This is why your daily mental habits matter so much. What you think about consistently becomes your reality eventually. If you constantly focus on what's wrong, you'll find more things that are wrong. If you consistently look for opportunities, you'll discover opportunities everywhere. Your mind is like a spotlight. Whatever you shine it on becomes your experience. The most successful people understand this and guard their thoughts carefully. They know that their mindset is their most valuable asset, worth more than money, talent, or connections. They feed their minds with empowering ideas and protect themselves from toxic thinking. They don't let negative people, situations, or even their own past failures define their future possibilities. Here's what might surprise you. Developing a powerful mindset isn't about forcing yourself to be positive all the time. It's about being honest with reality while refusing to let that reality define your potential. It's about acknowledging challenges while focusing on solutions. It's about feeling fear but moving forward anyway. It's about accepting where you are while never settling for less than what you're capable of becoming. Growth mindset changes everything because it transforms how you see yourself and your capabilities. Instead of believing your abilities are fixed, you understand they can be developed. Instead of avoiding challenges, you welcome them as opportunities to grow. Instead of giving up when things get difficult, you see difficulty as the price of progress. Instead of being threatened by the success of others, you're inspired by what's possible. This mindset shift is profound because it frees you from the prison of perfectionism and the paralysis of fear. You no longer need to have all the answers before you begin. You no longer need to be the best before you start. You simply need to be willing to learn, grow, and persist. Your current circumstances don't determine your destiny. Your mindset does. You might be starting with nothing, facing enormous challenges, or feeling overwhelmed by the size of your dreams. None of that matters as much as the quality of your thinking. History is filled with people who overcame impossible odds simply because they refused to accept limitation as final. They understood that circumstances are temporary, but character is permanent. They knew that external conditions might be beyond their control, but internal conditions, their thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes, were entirely up to them. The language you use shapes your reality more than you realize. When you say I have to, you feel burdened. When you say I get to, you feel grateful. When you say this is too hard, you feel defeated. When you say this will make me stronger, you feel empowered. Small changes in language create massive changes in experience. Pay attention to how you speak to yourself. Be as kind and encouraging to yourself as you would be to someone you love deeply. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. Visualization isn't daydreaming, it's mental rehearsal. When you consistently picture yourself succeeding, overcoming obstacles, and achieving your goals, you're training your mind to recognize opportunities and your body to respond with confidence when those opportunities arise. Athletes have known this for decades. They mentally practice their performance until success feels familiar, until excellence feels natural. You can do the same with any goal, any challenge, any dream you're pursuing. See it clearly in your mind first, and you're already halfway there. The people you surround yourself with either lift your thinking or lower it. Choose carefully. Seek out those who challenge you to grow, who believe in possibilities you haven't even considered yet, who see potential in you that you might not see in yourself. Distance yourself from those who constantly complain, who see problems in every opportunity, who discourage your dreams because they've given up on their own. This isn't about being unkind. It's about being intentional with your mental environment. Remember that every expert was once a beginner. Every master was once a disaster. Every success story started with someone who decided to try despite their fears and limitations. The only difference between where you are and where you want to be is the decision to start and the commitment to continue. Your age doesn't matter. Your background doesn't matter. Your resources don't matter as much as your resourcefulness. What matters most is your willingness to think differently, to see differently, to believe differently. Mindset work is quiet work. It happens in the small moments when you choose hope over fear, growth over comfort, possibility over limitation. It happens when you get up after falling down, when you try again after failing, when you keep going when others quit. It's not glamorous, but it's powerful. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. The compound effect of better thinking creates a life beyond your current imagination. Every thought you think is either moving you toward your dreams or away from them. Every belief you hold is either empowering your potential or limiting it. Every day you have the choice to think thoughts that serve your highest good. This choice is always available to you, always within your power, always creating your next reality. Your mindset is not something you have, it's something you practice. It's not something you achieve once, it's something you cultivate daily. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's not about having all the answers. It's about asking better questions. It's not about avoiding all problems. It's about developing the mental strength to solve any problem you encounter. The transformation begins the moment you decide that your current way of thinking is not your permanent way of thinking. The moment you realize that your thoughts are not facts, your limitations are not permanent, and your potential is not fixed. The moment you understand that the same mind that created your current situation can create a completely different one. This is your invitation to think differently. This is your opportunity to choose differently. This is your chance to become the person you've always known you could be. Your mindset is waiting, your potential is waiting, your future is waiting. The only question is, what are you waiting for?